Hello everyone, super cool guy here, and today we are back in Car Crash Studio, and now we are going to one of my worlds. Let's just wait. Okay, so the reason we're back in Car Crash Studio is because they just had a random update and stuff, some random updates and stuff. So first, and let's go check out this update. This is my map. I completely built it from scratch. I added the houses and utility poles and railroad crossing and stuff, although there's no cars on the tracks. But we're gonna see the update and do some funny car crashes. So, so the thing is, they added a new section in the vehicles area. Usually there would be four-wheelers, bikes, buses, job vehicles, large trucks, locomotive, machinery, props, step vans, and MISC. But now they added a new thing called attachments. So basically, these are just stuff that you can add onto your car. For example, a beacon, a light bar, which is also a siren, a snow plow, and a push bar. Uh, we call that front bumpers here. Anyways, they also added some new locomotives. So, right now, these are the current locomotives that we usually have, but they added some more, like a rail locomotive 4-2, which means it's basically rail locomotive 4, which we already have, but for some reason it's just longer. And now we have Rail Locomotive 5, which has which is similar to Rail Locomotive 1. Also, they added two streetcars. That was interesting. And the MISC, nothing. Same as it is. They also added, I think, never mind. I think those were there before. Also, I think, yeah, the and I think they added a new prop cars. Please tell me if I'm wrong. Also, they added some new cars. Let's go check that out. We should go up. No, my phone. Okay. So these are the totally normal cars that we use it to have. Let's just skip all of them. These are also normal cars. They were there before. Wait. They were there before and they're still here. Even these cars were there before. Actually, car 28 and car 29 weren't there because the headlights look different. Especially these new cars. Car 30 looks a normal thing that you might see in the present day. And here's how it looks like. It's a Kia. We always see those things here. But now they added a car. But car 31 and up to car 33, there was a these cars look like they were from the 1970s. Something that you'll find in Eastern Europe in the 1970s. Also, let's check some more if they added more. These SUV things, they were also there, I think. Also, they added something called a UTE or something. I don't know what that is. Genuinely don't know. Also, they added some vans. I do not know the difference between a van and a step van. So please tell me in the comments. And I don't even know if people are gonna watch this video. Anyways, back to the video. Let's go check the scenery because let's see what they got. Nope, not buildings, not environment, not gantries, not props. Wait. I never seen this before. There's something called a tube man now. Basically, it's one of those tubes that you see at a recently opened restaurant. There's just a guy who's dancing like this. Here's an example. See, he's dancing. You usually see this at a restaurant which is either recently opened or something, or, or yeah. We usually People in the U.S. probably seen this before. Back to the video. Back to MISC. Nothing. How about in traffic? Nope. These things were there before. How about decor? Nope. No difference. I think this is the I think this is Oh wait. They actually added new shapes in the shapes category. Now we have a cone and a half cone. The pointy part is gone in the half cone. So yeah, that was all the things we saw in the update. And I'm really glad that the creators actually made a new update because I don't remember the last time they had an update. Anyways, back to the video. So here is my map that I fully created with the mountain, the houses, the railroad, and the crossings. Please put a like on this video. I committed so much hard work on this. Anyway, let's try using one of the vehicles from the updates. Probably modified using the attachments thing. Wait, I also forgot one more thing. In the bikes category, there was only one motorcycle. Now there's a moped and another motorcycle. So I want to do something with that too. Alright, so I think I'll just go all the way back here. Take this moped. I don't want to say that word again and again, so I think I'll just call it a Vespa or a Honda or something, whatever. And let's make it even better by making it a police bike, a police Vespa. So let's go to attachments, I think. All right. So I think I'll take a beacon light and keep it on the very back. Alright, now let's change the color to blue because that's what police sirens are. And let's change the starting speed to 100 miles an hour because why not? Alright. Now, I also like those cars from the 1970s Eastern Europe, blah blah blah, something something. So yeah, let's go all the way back. Hold up, I think that was too much. Nope, still too much. Uh, no, my phone. Ah, stupid controls. Okay. Wait, that's not what I wanted. That's something I might see when I go to the No. You know what? I'm just gonna cut this out of the. Wait, never mind. We finally got it. So, I think I'll take car number 31. Hey, look, it's a Volkswagen. Okay, so this thing will be going over 100, I guess. Also, let me do some programming, please. So I'm gonna cut this out of the video. Okay, I done this programming, and this is something called a trigger. There are tons of triggers in this game. So the trigger that we used is a brake trigger. So that when the car comes onto the trigger, when it touches the trigger, the car will slow to a stop, and then and then and then you can see this police bike, right? That will be chasing the car because the guy in the car did something bad. So let's get but it's kind of weird to see a car without any driver being chased by a police bike, which is also not having any driver. So let's get ourselves two guys. Let's go to Crash Utilities, Ragdoll. So this guy, he is a bacon hair who for some reason works for the police. Let's see if he's gonna sit on it. Never mind. I see the problem. He's literally on top of the bike's handlebars. Let's see if this works. That's more like it. But then the car doesn't have any driver. So let's give himself a driver. Let's change his character and appearance to a dummy 2 or something, I guess. Wow, that smile looks scary. Also, driver, what did you do? I chewed on an internet cable. Oh, that's very bad. I also chewed on the town's power cables. That's why the power went out yesterday. So yeah, don't try this at home, children. Please don't. If you're watching this, please don't try this at home. Okay, back to the video. I'm just gonna cut this. Okay, I did some extra readjusting. So let's hit play and see what happens. Here comes the car. Hey, stop right now! Ow! What did you do that for? They're stuck on the track. Oh, great. This is just great. Oh no, the train is coming, and both railway tracks are blocked. Who's gonna get hit? Ow! Ow! Oh no! Also, in the new update, they added this pause button, so whenever you hit play, you can pause the video you can pause the simulation without even touching the stop button. Pause and stop are different things. Pause literally pauses the video, and stop literally stops it. Back to the creator mode, so you can adjust some things. So let me see who survived, and oh my god, it's a total wreck. Never mind. I really thought that the Volkswagen driver was gonna get his revenge from the train. I was expecting him to get instant karma for the power outage and the internet outage. But instead it was the police driver. Ow, my leg. That hurt. I think you broke something. Yikes. Let's see that again. Let's see this again one last time before we move on to the next crash. His bumper gets destroyed because of the bike. Got hit by the bike. What did you do that for? Aren't you concerned that we're on the railway tracks when the railway crossings still activated? No, I don't care about that. Plus, the train will just stop. What he doesn't know is the opposite's gonna happen. The train doesn't stop and The train doesn't stop and hit them. Anyways, on to the next crash. Also, in the new update, they also added a new kind of bus. There was always four or something buses in the game. Let's look at them. So there was so wait. There was either an articulated bus, a a double-decker bus, a low-floor bus, and a school bus. But now they added a coach, which is basically the buses that I see every day when I'm on the highway. For some reason in my country, they still use coach buses as school buses. How can the bus drivers be so stupid? Anyways, look. So this coach bus is driving along the road. So that bus is driving along the road, and since the road curves a little and the driver is for some reason sleeping on the job, they accidentally hit this thing, but it's only a minor accident. But what the bus driver doesn't know, that it's going to end horribly because a log truck has broken down on the road, and the truck driver is nowhere to be seen. Then the bus driver will crash into the truck. Let's see if this happens. So basically, the log truck is just chilling like your totally normal truck. But here, but something terrible is going to happen. Let's see from the what the bus passengers saw. Totally normal day riding the bus. Can't wait to go to the new place we're going. Yeah, they hit the bridge thing, but they're perfectly fine. But then, disaster strikes. I'm gonna hit pause on this for some reason. This was milliseconds after the bus hits the truck. So yeah, that's what happens. Anyways, I don't know if I should hit play. Hold up, I think I have to make an adjustment. So yeah, that adjustment was nothing. I adjusted literally nothing. But the bus hit the truck. And the collision was so bad that the trailer and the bus are literally flying. Let's hit this. But something shocking will happen. The crash was so bad that the truck flipped over and the bus also flipped over and someone was thrown off the bus. But something shocking will happen. You just watch. Wait for it. And there it is. The bus explodes because the fuel tank was broken and someone for some reason was carrying a ton of fireworks. Wait. We are off the map. Wait, never mind. We're still on the map. But the bus flew way into the air. That was kind of sad to watch. And the truck got completely destroyed. But for some reason, the trailer is A-OK. And what's this? And all of the logs have spilled over. So yeah, that's what happened. Next crash. So yeah, we're back in the next crash. And now we have a bus. The same bus as before, but this time the noob is having is this noob right here is driving the bus. And for some reason, he's holding a gun because he's very angry and he wants to break the window with the gun. But and since the bus broke down on the tracks, an oncoming train is gonna come onto the tracks and hit the bus. I bet people will be thrown out of the bus because of how violent the explosion will be. In the end of this crash, let's see how many people got thrown out of the bus. Where on earth is the train? I feel like I should cut this out of the video again. I cut so many things out of the video, but still, I'm gonna cut this. Okay, I can see the lights of the train over there. So let's see the train. We should really add a fast forward button so we can nicely fast forward. Here comes the train, and for some reason the train has a snow plow. I guess for more destruction, I guess. And this color looks really good, if you ask me. And anyways, let's see what happens if the train hits the bus. And smash! Oh my god, the devastation and destruction on this one is crazy. It's crazy. Okay, I think everything settled down. Never mind. Okay, did everything settle down now? I think so. Man, I should have cut this out of the video. Let's go check. So there's only one person who got thrown out of the bus. Only one. I was expecting two or more people. So yeah, weird. So so on to the next crash. I don't think there are any interesting crashes now. So yeah, we're back in the next crash, but this time we have a highway but for some reason there's a catch. There's some very fast there's some very fast highway vehicles. And yikes, it looks very orange today. Whatever that is, I don't care. Let's just see. Dude. It literally said in the map name that it was fast highway. But where are the fast moving vehicles? The vehicles are moving, but they're moving really slowly. Hold up, I think I just got the best idea ever. What if what if we put on a giant ramp in the middle of the road? That would send vehicles flying straight into the air. There's also a dump truck. I think I'll do something with that too. So yeah, I'll cut this out of the video and I'll show you. Never mind, I got disconnected. So yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.